Hello everyone! In this episode, Nathan Chen has no plans to return next season. Sasha Trusova spoke about her feelings at the Olympics. Medvedeva impressed with hot dances at her party. Well, now about everything in order. One of the most talented generations of figure skaters in women's singles has been lucky, or rather not so, to live in a difficult time. When Alexandra Trusova, Anna Shcherbakova and Alena Kostornaia became seniors, I looked forward to exciting competitions with the participation of these stars and looked forward to the Beijing Olympics. Who would have thought that the career of these skaters in the new realities would turn out to be completely different from what we expected. Reading a new interview with Alexandra Trusova, I once again felt sad that the Winter Games, which every athlete dreams of since childhood, were held without the former scope, and the usual large-scale sports festival did not work out. So, for example, Sasha admitted that, dreaming about the Olympics, she always imagined how her family would cheer for her in the Olympic stands, but in the end everything turned out somehow crumpled. Sasha, could you finish the phrase? The Olympics is a unique segment of my life. This time cannot be compared with anything. Throughout my sports career, I dreamed about this event and prepared hard for it. The last month before the Olympics is a month of incomparable, colossal tension and uncertainty. We were preparing for the Olympics in Krasnoyarsk, and every day we were tested for coronavirus, which also added to the nervousness. Sasha, Olympiad turned out to be what you imagined it to be. Reality and dreams are very different. All my life I dreamed that my whole family could cheer for me on the Olympic podium, but in reality everything turned out somehow crumpled. On the other hand, who knows, maybe the peculiar atmosphere of the games in Beijing allowed Sasha to get together at the right time and give out his record skating, which went down in history. In an interview, the skater admitted that she was practically not worried, although it would seem emotions should have gone through the roof. Sasha, everyone says that the Olympics are competitions like no other. Was there more excitement before the start than usual? It's amazing, but I didn't worry at all before the short program. Usually I get very worried, but not at the Olympics. I was a little worried before the free program, because it is more difficult. I wanted to do everything I set out to do. The brightest moment of the past Olympics, Sasha called the first moments after the successful skating of the free program, where she managed to land all the planned 5 quadruple jumps. I think these memories will remain forever not only with Sasha, but with all the spectators who followed the competition that day. The moment is truly iconic. Sasha, what are the brightest impressions from the Olympic Games that will stay with you forever? They were more like short moments. A moment after a successful free skate, lots of applause and reception from the audience at demonstration performances. I was very warmly received by the audience. It was very nice. In general, I was well received everywhere there. The Chinese are very friendly and welcoming. We must also pay tribute to Sasha's mother, who could not be physically close to her, but always remained in touch, called, wrote, encouraged, and supported. Sasha, usually your mother always accompanies you at competitions, but here for the first time you had to be alone, and even for quite a long time. How often did you manage to communicate with your family? It seems to me that my mother lived according to Beijing time throughout the Olympics. I wake up, go to breakfast, and she calls me or texts me. She asks how I am doing, what am I doing. We often communicated by video call. I think that she practically did not sleep, because she was very worried about me. As for plans for the future, Sasha tries not to think far. There are plans only for the very near future, and rightly so. Given what is happening in the world now, this is a very difficult question. I can only say about the most immediate plans. I am getting ready to perform in scheduled shows that will be held in different cities of Russia. Then I hope for a well-deserved vacation. I have no conclusions for myself, yet I have not. But I definitely will, Sasha said. Now the skater is just resting, recovering and gaining strength, spending time with her family in the Maldives. Olympic figure skating champion Nathan Chen has revealed he wants to focus on his studies at Yale. I want to really immerse myself in the learning process and not try to quickly go through it just to pass the exams. I want to make friends. I didn't have many opportunities for that, Chen said. The skater also answered the question of when he would return to the competition. I don't think next season. I have no idea if I will perform after graduation. I am very pleased with what I have already achieved, he said. Chen has not yet discussed with representatives of the US Figure Skating Federation the issue of participation in the Grand Prix series of the upcoming season, and also did not speak with his coach Rafael Harutyunyan after Beijing 2022. After the Stars on the Ice tour is over, it will be great to talk to Raf, to find out what he thinks, what I think, what my parents think, what my family thinks, and build on that, the athlete added. Nathan Chen was recognized as one of the most influential people in the world according to Time magazine. Nomination: Artists. Medvedeva impressed with hot dances at her party. Zhenya annihilated to the fullest even on Monday, and did not forget about her friends from the Tutberidze group. Hang out at the beginning of the week, why not? Monday is a hard day, but not for us, Zhenya says in one of the videos from her party. At the weekend she performed at a curling tournament, and upon returning to Moscow she called her friends. In one of the videos, other figure skaters of the Eteri Tutberidze group, Alexandra Trusova and Anna Shcherbakova, were seen. Sasha, with her long fiery hair, can be recognized almost everywhere. Daria Usachova, another student of the Tutberidze group, also posted pictures from Zhenya's party. In the photo she is with dancer Yeva Uvarova, a good friend of Kamila Valieva. Many of the photos are breathtaking. Medvedeva became truly the queen of the evening. The photos speak for themselves. Where is Zagitova? With a high degree of probability, Alina Zagitova was not at the party. The figure skater received an award at the Mars Po Awards 2022 that evening.